As if we didn't need a reason to love Flodesk more, they went and gave us the coolest update just in time for Christmas. I really feel like this was like the ultimate Christmas present, especially if you run ads, because as you know, tracking is so important. When you have your tracking locked down, your ads can scale like crazy. But when tracking is difficult, man, it's really hard to get things off the ground. Well, Flodesk took that into consideration and they have just given us the most amazing update. You can now take your dataset ID directly from Meta and put it into your forms and your checkout on Flodesk. That essentially allows Meta and Flodesk to talk to each other directly. That means the days of like clunky thank you pages and endless zaps are finally over. We have a direct connect now that allows the information to flow seamlessly between both platforms, allowing you to have better tracking, which at the end of the day means lower ad costs. I am so excited about this. I actually recorded a video to show you how to find that dataset ID, also known as the Meta Pixel, the Facebook Pixel. It's gone by a number of names through the years, but it does the same thing. It allows two platforms to talk to each other. So what I'm going to show you in this video is how to grab that dataset ID and then exactly where to put it in Flodesk so that way you can begin tracking right away. So go ahead and grab your laptop and join me in the Ads Manager, and we're going to get started right now. Okay, so now we're in the Ads Manager, and if you have run ads in the past, this should look pretty familiar to you. You have your campaigns, ad sets, ads. What we want to do is navigate over to the Events Manager tab. So you're going to see on my screen, it's on the left-hand side, and it's already in that menu for me. If you don't see Events Manager in your menu, go ahead and click on the All Tools option, and then you're going to look for Events Manager there. And you'll see I found it in mine. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on that, and it's going to open up that Events Manager for me. So from here on the left-hand side, it says Connect Data, Overview, and then Data Sets. You want to go ahead and put your mouse on Data Sets and click on that. And what that's going to do is that's going to actually open up all of the different pixels that you have. Now, I know it can be a little bit confusing because Meta likes to change the names of things. It used to be called a Facebook pixel, and then it was a Meta pixel, and now it's a dataset ID. It's all the same thing. It's just the little piece of code or the line of numbers that Meta uses in order to connect with your website, or in this case, Flodesk, in order to send information back and forth. So you're going to see on my screen, I have mine named Pixel Dataset ID. Yours might be named your website. It could be named anything in the world. Whatever you named it when you set it up, you'll see that reflected here. And you'll see over here on the left-hand side, I actually have 3 different Pixel IDs on mine. I have one that says old, one that says main, and then the one that I'm using for this demo that says Pixel Dataset ID, just to make it easier to find. But what I've done now is I've clicked on that, and you can see right here under where it says the name of the pixel, there's overview, test events, there's a bunch of different options. What we want to do is kind of move all the way to the right and then go down right here where it says dataset ID. That's the same thing as the Meta pixel. And there's a number there that we want to copy. And when you put your mouse over it, it actually gives you the option to copy it to your clipboard. That's what we want to do. So once you click on it, it'll actually confirm copied to clipboard. And now we're able to go and take that number and we're going to put it into our forms and our checkout on Flodesk. So go ahead and copy that and then meet me on over in Flodesk, and we're going to set everything up there. All right, so now we're back on over at Flodesk, and there's 2 places that you want to go ahead and put that dataset ID. The first one is going to be in your forms. Now, it's really important to remember that you will have to enter it into each form individually. So when you click on those 3 dots on your form, you're actually going to click on Settings. And then from there, you're going to notice at the top, you should be under Settings, and you're just going to scroll down to where it says Meta Pixel ID. Go ahead and click on that little edit button. And I already have mine in there, but I'm going to go ahead and just paste it in there, and then you'll click save, and it will save your Metapixel ID in that form for you. Now, let me open up a different form just to show you on this one as well. Settings, we're going to go on over, we're going to edit, add the pixel ID in, and hit save. Very good. Now, if I were to duplicate that form, we can open it up in the settings and you'll see that that metapixel ID copied over with the duplicate. So just keep that in mind in case you need to keep things segmented. That ID is going to copy over every time you duplicate a form. All right, so now that we have forms all taken care of, let's actually head on over to checkouts. So you're going to click on checkouts at the top, and then you're going to open up whatever checkout you want to work on. And this is going to work the same as it did with forms. You'll need to enter in your metapixel ID or your dataset ID into each individual form. So let's go ahead and click on edit. And then up in the top right-hand corner, you should see the option to set up and publish. Go ahead and click on setup. And then from here at the top of the menu, we're going to click on advanced. And then we're going to scroll on down and you should see under metapixel ID, there's the edit button. Again, mine's already in there, but you can go ahead and paste yours in, hit save, and it is good to go. Now, when we go back, remember, we have other forms that would also need the ID added in as well. So just be sure to do that individually and you're good to go. Now there's one more step that I want to show you. It's a little bit more of an advanced step, but I want you to be able to test your events in Meta in order to make sure that you entered everything correctly. Okay, so now you've entered in your dataset ID on your form and on your checkout on Flodesk. I have just something fun that you can do afterwards to make sure that it's firing correctly. And I love doing this because you'll see how lightning fast Flodesk is. Now, if you set this up and you notice that there's a little bit of a lag, that is okay. Give yourself at least 24 hours and come back and test it. But I'm going to show you, mine's already been on my form for a little over 24 hours now. So you're going to see how quickly it fires. So this is what we're going to do. Back on over at the events manager, you remember we were in the overview earlier where we actually got our data set ID. Back up at the top, there's an option that says test events. Go ahead and click on that. And then you're going to do the bottom option that says confirm your website events are set up correctly. Now, this is where you're going to enter in your form and click on test events. Now, this is opening up in a different screen for me, so you can't actually see it on the video, but I'm entering in my name, my email address, and I'm going to click the button to submit the form. Now, check this out. Lead and subscribe button, both processed. I mean, that was immediate, you guys. This is so exciting because the tracking is spot on. And truly, that does drive down the cost of your ads when you have really good tracking. So this is a major gift that Flodesk has given us for Christmas. And I absolutely love it. If you're running Black Friday sales, if you're making the most of this season in quarter 4, be sure that you enter in that data set on your forms and your checkout on Flodesk so you can have optimized tracking and lower ad costs this season.